Wagwan peeps. No, I'm not in Ghana. I am not in Ghana. Not in Ghana. I should have been in Ghana. I should be in Ghana. But I'm not in Ghana. Like a drama on the home front. Man, wait for the people that come in for making them know how I go on. In the meantime, good afternoon. See him when I big up on yourself, you see. Well, I'm a Uja Ganja yellow as a dancer. A Uja Ganja yellow as a dancer. I want to dance. Joan Folks, big up yourself. CBS in the building. Java Mayor. Maxine Palmer, big up yourself. Ian Jagai, large up. Jagans. Sonia Bonia. Merlin Emmons. This is a different Merlin, right? From Merlin Fit or Merlin Fit change our last name to Emmons. How I go on this? Del Marine, big up yourself. Empress Danielle. Empress Danielle, I put I trouble your cars, but you know, I tell the people, I'm not telling about it today, but I have to tell the people, I'm going, Danielle, I trouble your car. Jesus, God, Daniel, I know when you make that talk, then you say, boy, enough time when you see the woman, them go up on girls' trip, and the woman, them gone on this and that, hanging out with the girls, them. I mean, I say enough time, enough look at thing I go on, the woman, them do things with them one another, and I hold it down, though. Well, Daniel, Empress Daniel, several men start a man them start say them suspect this, them suspect that, and them did have wonder what one and whatever, and two say them just it just make them just start think, you know, why if them have been overlook certain things and whatever. We're going to talk about it on the other side, but in the meantime, I just want to man them for no, but we talk about it from this, but men, women do go on girls trip and it's nothing like that, okay? So don't start thinking that, you know, if woman regularly go on girls trip, that a go on. Okay, so it's a different Merlin. Emmons different from Merlin Fit. Okay, good. Guys, yo, women do, come on, you know, women, you know, have them sistering and whatever, and them hang out with them sistering, and nothing happen, right? So, I would like to suggest that men don't, Pretty Punchy says she's on a girl's trip right now. There you go. See there? Empress Daniel says, don't fret, guys. Good girls out there that love eggplant only. Correct. Right? Or as a Jamaican woman, them love to say them strictly dickly. Right? So men, we don't want to feel any way or whatever and and go start getting insecure and get worried now. And then go start one put on a foot, say, ladies, them not forget on girls trip and what, because trust me, you know, you at this you'll be pushing away the woman, them now, right? I don't want to go think like, oh, Empress Daniel did not say that once a woman I go up on girls trip, it means she should go on with something. She never said that. And, come on, reason this out, even if that a go on or whatever, it can't be that, it a go on in every situation, And it's one of those things you would never, we would never really get the full 100 on it because it clearly has something for hold on. I don't know when the people are going to talk about. So it's something we're done in a secret and it's clandestine activities, right? So, you know what, the item worry too much on things, see? But we talk about that. We have a couple other things to talk about right then. First of all, I did not get to go to Ghana on Friday. One drama, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing in a different way, right? The last time it was with a background check. Now it was with my visa, right? So my Ghana visa, it have Kingsley Otis Stewart. And my passport having Kingsley Ragashanti Stewart. Now, here me try to tell the woman who is the most senior person for Qatar Airlines out there said, one and the same person, a woman can, only about something happening, but the woman came in a computer and said this and show me where. Other things happen, but that was the main thing, She's like, I can't go. My visa, I have the same name as when on my passport. And people, me, I would push and fight when you have to push and fight. You can't just be laissez-faire and just like, don't fight when a fight come on. You have to pick your battles them and fight, don't. But after I fight, and then me just kind of assess the situation and say, is this something I can control or whatever? And if it's not, then, no use stress about it and thing or whatever. I say, it is what it is. And, disappointment, but, even the disappointment is all relative. Sometimes things work out a certain way. And they yield some gifts and some positives that were it not for the disappointment, you would not have experienced or obtained those positives or those gifts, right? That happened to me all the time. I'm not making an excuse for what happened. I'm just saying it just reached a point where I was like, I'm not going to force this. Fine. Missed the flight with all the corresponding expenses that comes with that. With missing the flight, cause you book a hotel and just go get the visa for match the name. So, I'm in the process of doing that right now. Then no, I don't even want to go in that party because there's some things more I know that I'm gonna know first. But anyway, so if she never want use a visa where I have some say visa on demand and whatever, and that was a whole rigmarole too, and me I do what me for do. And me make you know what I'm going. Okay. Okay. All right. Ian Jagai. As you notice, Ian, people, the family, they communicate with each other in the chat, okay? But they do so with a certain, even when it look like them a ramp rough, there's still some lines and thing and whatever, yeah. So I would like to suggest that, you ask Pretty Punchy if she pretty, and she say, yes, I'm pretty. And then you gotta ask her for picture. And we don't really do that over here. Here, Ian, we want, I like when I don't trouble people, you notice I run joke and all them something there. So people have them separate friendship and them in the separate interaction, and sometimes war broke and thing, all right? But over here, Ian, there's a culture in other group, just like with any other group, and there is people know who them good with and who them can flow with certain way. Me know who me can ramp rough with. I don't ramp rough with everybody because it's not everybody me know like that or know me like that, right? So if you notice when I call name and I ramp rough with people, I just do it with people who I know understand what I'm doing. But you can't ask Pretty Punch if you picture them way there. Yeah, we don't want, nobody not really do them something over here, yeah? So we want, we kind of want people to feel comfortable when them in the chat. So we don't want to open that door that way, people start push certain envelope, We want people to feel comfortable in the chat. Here, Ian Jagai. So nobody there ask woman for picture. And by the way, Ian, ladies nowadays, they hate that, right? It is so played out or whatever, though. And, the foolishness. As them say hello to a man, the man want a picture, send me a picture of this and that. So women have an automatic turn off for that, yeah? So not do that. And even if you have be smooth about something, Mr. Jagai, that is not the way to do it. Come in and chat, that Pretty Punchy send me some picture, no? No, no, yeah, don't do that. Your game weak, that's so. We are call you out. Your game weak. Your game weak, that's so. We not juggle them with the ear and you have to smooth that and that, even if you do it. But when I say still, nobody in the chat and make anybody go feel uncomfortable, right, Mr. Jagai? I hope you hear what I say, all right? Right? If you look, nobody not do them something there. Anybody I do anything, them sneaking at somebody inbox and them whatever. And if the person want to respond, the person respond. And if them don't respond, they respond. But nobody not cross certain line in the chat here. People behave themselves. And when we ramp rough, it may look like certain lines are crossed, but it not cross. Pretty 99.99% of the people, them have a way of them juggle and them know just how far figure. So nobody ask people for no picture over in a chat. Here, Ian, I know that's something there, yeah? All right. Because there's something I gotta get involved because I want people for comfortable. And I want the ladies them for comfortable. I mean, I want the other man go see you or do that now and think say, yeah, them can't do that. You understand? I know that's something there, yeah? So no disrespect and thing. Just behave yourself. Yes, people, some I tell you say it was another disappointment for me out at the airport, but it is what it is, and I just come and I basically spent all day. Well, over the weekend it was basically I've stayed at several different hotels there and car rent and go yasso and so I wholly pass up my pay for and then forgot over the weekend it was just calling and whatever and who not open and who was sending over. It was just like a nightmare. And then me have to do all of these things in preparation for sending the things them to the Ghanaian embassy today and sent it off and whatever. So I think I'm looking to go to Ghana like right at the beginning of June. Okay, right at the beginning of June. So still good, still going, and whatever. Oh, and a lady, them never put cheap on the flight too. She got divorced. Her visa did in her married name. She get divorced and must change back her name. Them not put she on to. I don't know, I look on the two picture and I say two picture in my same picture, you know. And them still never put her on. And one friend of mine said it's something with Qatar Airways that they're very strict. Qatar Airways are very strict. Another friend said, nope. All the airlines do it. It's not just Qatar and whatever. So it is what it is. You know, them have them rules and them thing like that and whatever. So no flight. Just come back off and then you bounce back again. That is life. All right? That's how the thing said. All right. So how you gonna solve the issue? Nah, man, they just basically I'm going to get a visa with the name exactly as it is in my passport. Problem solved. Argument done. That's it. Yeah, if you ever change on the name and all them something then anyway, try. Well, it's not really. No, because like when I changed my middle name, there was a whole bunch of when you change your middle name, you can get up to 6. Well, here in Queens, New York, you can get up to 6 official court copies of the ruling from the judge and thing like that. And the idea is you can send these around or use these in different places to inform relevant parties of the name change, which I did. I did with, what I'm supposed to do. It's yeah, I guess I just wasn't thinking that and then with Kenya it was the background check. So it wasn't a background check here. So I guess I could have anticipated it, I guess, But it wasn't a background check because with the Kenya it was getting their visa, as opposed to I already have the Ghanaian visa, so anyway. That's a good point, Mr. G. That is how I look at it, too. Christina Raga, would having TSA pre-check benefits avoid the issue? No. This has nothing to do with pre-check. It has nothing to do with going through security. When you when you're checking in on an airline, they have whatever country you're going to. Each country has rules that the people from the airline checking you in, they have to follow. And the idea is that the country don't want you to even go on the plane. Them the one when you reach over there, them a deal with the problem, and then like, oh no, but why you even come on the plane? You don't have your particulars. You don't have what you need to have to enter the country, right? So that is the idea. So the people checking in, they have rules that they have to follow, and this is across the board. So it is the airline's responsibility to ensure that you have the necessary documents to enter the country. And so it is that the country give them rules. And what I what I learned from this woman is that there's no flexibility there. So it's not what they know, it's whether or not you fulfill the rules, It's whether or not you're adhering to the rules, according to her. Because she told me, she's like, I know it's you. But then she called some people and she said, no, it's you. It's you. We confirm it's you. So even that was a little frustrating for me. Because she said, wait a minute, let me call. And then she call. Okay. And she said, it's you. You're the same person and whatever. At one point, this other lady come up who was her subordinate. I forgot what the lady name, but like said the lady name Pansy. And, you know, she said, no, because Pansy checked you out and you're all over the internet and it's you. You're Ragashanti and whatever. So look like Pansy go Google me or something, you know? And she said, it's you. We know it's you. Fine. Then she said, but you still can't go. So I said, but come did it for a while and she had check in. I come did early and everybody come on and check in past me or whatever. And she made me stand up there and I wait. So I said, but what were you checking? Why were you checking? And she said, we just wanted to see if you know, if it was you, you know, if King's the Otis Stewart is King's the Ragashanti Stewart. And whatever. And but I'm saying, but what you're telling me is that once it doesn't match, once the name don't match, it doesn't matter. You're just going to go exactly by it. She said, yeah. So I said, but why were you checking? What was the purpose of checking? You gave me the impression that you were checking to make some determination that if it's true, then and she's like, no, we just wanted to see if it was you. That's it. And she go, yeah. And I go, but you have me standing here the whole time because you're telling me that you're checking. And it's at that point she went, yeah, I guess I shouldn't have done that because if I know that there was no way I'm going to let you on the plane regardless, then I shouldn't have told you that I was here checking and then you waited so long. And I go, exactly. And she goes, yeah, but you can't go. You can't go. You can't. Yeah, you know, me want to cuss her. No, because she tell me she going to check. What we supposed to interpret it? She said she going to check. If you're going to check, you're going to check to see if you and if you see if you. But can't go let you go through, man. My lady said she check, just for check for see, but she don't know so many I go through and whatever. I mean, from the time when she tell me about more than 2 hours till the flight, them card of them see man I forgot on they go board the flight, right? Because I was early. And then she just, you know, but why you make me sit on there and wait and whatever? I could have probably gone start something or whatever in that Friday day in terms of the application. But Fritz said, woman just I use authority, Raga, because she already confirmed it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. No, the Indians, some of them I go talk about, you know. People, that is a big, big deal. This Indian thing at Jamaica. One time, I can't play the video. I can't just play half the video them for no, here we go. People, that is a huge deal. This thing with the Indians, them in Jamaica and whatever, and it's very touchy because some of the Indians are, you know, Indians are getting offended that people are being racist and whatever because Jamaicans, them are going, you know. But this is serious. No, this is serious. Okay. Trakisha said that happened to me. Yeah, Trakisha, she experienced that she couldn't go through because at one point them never let her in because the passport was still in her maiden name and then she had married. I guess they're really strict on these things. But people, make we talk about this thing and with this Indian thing and in Jamaica and whatever. And right away, I want to pre that video here because I this is crazy. I never seen nothing like this yet in Jamaica. This is so weird. All right, hold on. Let me bring up that thing here. Let me bring up this. All right,
the rice plane.
Hold on, I can stop this right here, son. All right, no, me jump in on this thing right away. People, this thing have me captivated like, whoa. I don't premense.
The rice plane in Jamaica Friday. The details from Dwayne Anderson.
Scores of Indian visitors enjoying the sights and sounds of downtown Kingston on a Sunday afternoon. The issue is they should not be here, nor should they be moving around this freely unsupervised. We understand the Indian nationals were among 218 individuals who arrived in Jamaica via a chartered flight. The flight, A white and blue Airbus A340 is registered in Germany. It has also since been impounded and remains on the tarmac at the Norman Manley International Airport. The aircraft and those aboard did not have the relevant approval, including the passenger manifest, to come to Jamaica. Law enforcement sources told our news center that the chartered airline also did not state it was arriving in Jamaica. Nevertheless, civil aviation officials allowed the aircraft to land. We were further reliably informed that the flight transited through Dubai and they'd made a stop in the Egyptian capital Cairo, where an Uzbek national was picked up before heading to Jamaica. The Uzbekistan national, based on our checks, is of interest to government officials in the United States. Interestingly, another Uzbek national who also arrived on a previous flight was eventually detained when the authorities started investigating this Indian chartered flight. Now, after this flight with the Indian nationals arrived in Jamaica, there was a lot of discussion among the authorities on how to treat with the situation. It was eventually decided to allow them to deboard and stay at the 4-star Rock Hotel in downtown Kingston under police guard while the situation is worked on. Checks also revealed that the charter had no arrangement to take the passengers back to their destination, which aroused the suspicion of authorities. Which brings us back to these initial images in downtown Kingston on Sunday afternoon, where many of the passengers were seen freely going about their business. Some appeared to be shopping for snacks and treats. We also understand some of them may have also left the hotel entirely. When we pressed our sources on why they were allowed to go to a 4-star hotel, we were told that Jamaica has no detention center at the airport and no space in our remand center for so many people. Our source added that the passengers actually booked to stay at the hotel. They, however, did not pay for the rooms, but the source says that's why officials allowed them to go there. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
Meanwhile, in a related development, TVJ News has learned that the German embassy is now involved in the matter, as the crew members are German nationals. The aircraft is also German-owned. Sources told our news center that members of the German crew are upset as they did not plan to stay in Jamaica for an extended period. We were informed that the plan was for the crew to fly the charter with 218 passengers to Jamaica and then depart. The crew contacted the embassy here in Jamaica, Kingston, yesterday, which has intervened. Local stakeholders are reacting.
All right, people. Here we are going then. All right. So make a recap. People, this is crazy. Make a recap. So, first of all, people, let me just tell you something. We never did know about that plane here. We never did know about that plane load of people here. We never did know about it. Not only we never did know about it, we have to wonder if this are the first plane load of people, plane load of Indian come to Jamaica. I'm going to tell you why we never did know about it. Here we go on. So what do we have here? We're told that it has to be that some parties, say one person or more, because we don't know, but it has to be that some parties with such connections, strong connections, retained an airline in India, retained an airline from Germany with a flight crew from Germany to go across the world to India and to pick up 218 Indian nationals, right? 200 and odd Indian nationals, right? Now, understand this. It can't be that somebody charter a plane from Germany, bring the plane, go India, and just pick up anybody up. It has to be for a reason. It has to be for a reason. So somehow, something was going on there with 200 and odd Indians go up on the plane with the idea that they're going to Jamaica, which strongly suggests that some money have to involve. Something have to involve this. Is either those people pay them money if go to a land of opportunity, Jamaica, or somebody else pay the money for them go on it, and then when them go Jamaica, them supposed to work it back or something else. But whatever the case may be, money they have to pay. Money they have to pay for retain the plane, money they have to pay for the crew and everything, and money they have to pay for whoever go on the plane. People don't just go on plane. So there has to be some process to determine if who they on the plane is the people who for they on the plane, depending on where they're going. So we can start from this. So those people that went on the plane, them never just appear out of nowhere. There was some sort of organization, some sort of this you're going here, or you have to pay for this or whatever. That have to happen. You know, don't this or don't according to them. Don't. The plane left India on its way to Jamaica, but found reason to stop in Cairo in Egypt. And then lift up again from Cairo in Egypt and go to Dubai. Now, for those of you who don't know, Dubai is like the America and the England of the Middle East. Everybody want to go there and go run off of Dubai. But nobody, them never run off of Dubai. Them stay up on the plane because they're going to somewhere better when them pay for their money. Though. Jamaica. But while them stop at Cairo and while them stop at Dubai, at some point, they picked up an Uzbekistan national. Uzbekistan is a country in the former Union of Soviet Socialist Republics and whatever, former communist country, but still aligned with Russia, right? Uzbekistan. Now, this Uzbekistan, according to the report, is essentially wanted by the United States. It's a person of interest for the United States international law enforcement authorities, right? And then pick up that person there, whether in Cairo, Egypt, or in Dubai. So this plane that is carrying 200 and odd people from India to Jamaica, based on whatever is going on, and we have to pick up so and so too, you know? And we have to stop at Cairo, and we have to stop at whatever. People, this is nothing normal. For those things, you have protocols, you have international flight regulations that the planes have to follow. So it would mean then that there is some process in place where somebody's navigating all those things and ensuring that the plane can land in these countries. And people in Dubai, they're really strict, you know. They don't play in Dubai. You raise a voice, have a police in a Dubai and whatever. A woman, she raise a voice, have a police. Them lock up that and whatever. It became a diplomatic incident. Forget her back out there to the United States. And them said, no, she rode. She outside or whatever. Them lock up. Them not playing at Dubai. But somehow, this plane was able to stop in the world famous trick, Dubai, and lift up back for Jamaica. Not only for Jamaica, but people, when planes are taking off, either, it's either 1 hour after them take off or 1 hour before them land. No, before, them have to send a manifest over and them have to get approval from where them go for take off. I know that not make sense to someone. Whenever they find some plane it and whatever, and say I leave Miami, I go New York. And if one big dirty storm there in New York City and whatever, this and that plane can't leave from Miami, you know. It cannot leave from Miami until which part it go give the okay. Them have them thing in place, right? It's just safety measures and all these things and whatever, all right? And those are rules you have to follow. Now, I don't know if that is like specifically jurisdictionally based in the US, I know it. But international rules, them have these rules where you have to follow. Right? And then now, before the plane leave, you have to send up your flight manifest. That is all of the passenger and whatever, this and that and ray. You know, then them have all these experience with terrorists and all them something there. So them put all these rules and thing and whatever. So at any point, if the plane turn in a weapon, a la 9/11, if the plane turn in a weapon, Investigating forces must immediately be able to see the flight manifest and know everybody who depend on that plane. This is standard and whatever. Somehow this plane circumvented all of that for go Jamaica. The Jamaicans, according to the report, them never know the plane are coming. Jamaicans, according to the report, when the plane come and say, we want to land. It's so crazy. Can you imagine? People think about it. Something is going on there that whoever run this thing here is either them say, nah man, Jamaica the type of place you can just go there and just tell them say, yeah, we never have the manifest of land, you know, whatever this and that and thing, and, which I think is total BS. I don't think it's anything random. I think this thing was organized. And some heavy money are run somehow. Some big heavy money run somehow. No plane get up out our country. Pick up 200 and add people. Stop in Cairo, Egypt, one of the biggest cities in the world. Stop in Dubai. You know, over the Emirates, right? And then I come and look at Jamaica. So that don't happen by accident. But that's the impression I give it, right? I mean, we're going to get to the part because the thing bust out now. So the Indian embassy at Jamaica now facilitate efforts to bring them back and whatever. But up to now, nobody now explain and tell me, so how the thing happen? Nobody now say nothing about that, you know. Nobody, these are the examples of the something they may tell you know. We go on, but them get distracted. As soon as me redundant, I say the same thing. But yeah, a man jump a fence at King's house and go pick Aki off a King Charles tree and them lock up him and feed them foolishness and something like this and whatever. I know when I get an explanation about them something there, you understand? People nothing no go so. Nobody can just randomly just pick up a plane with 200 odd people from one country halfway around the world and you target Jamaica. For those of you who don't know, Indians have been coming undocumented illegal. It's a thing in Jamaica, right? Long time. Me I tell you who used to work in a media and certain thing at Jamaica. Long time, till years ago when me asked them, I said, but what am I coming here for? And whatever, and people I said, nah man, your people here, bring them here for work for them. And, you know, Jamaica is seen as a land of opportunity and things is so bad with them there that Jamaica years ago me learned this, you know, from Indians, you know, who said, no man, Jamaica, a place you go, man, we live good life. Based on which part them a come from, India. So this plane you know, land of Jamaica, right? And it not supposed to land. But you make the plane land. Then after you make the plane land, and you say, oh, we never know nothing about that plane, it just come or whatever, yeah? We make a plane land. You decide now to take the people them off of the plane. The 200 and odd people them off of the plane. And what you do, you send them to a very nice 4-star hotel in the city. You transport them down there and make the people them walk around as much as them want. Who does that? People, that is weird. That is extraordinarily unusual. That is not as random as they would have you believe. It cannot be. Again, I say, we were not supposed to know about that plane. Somebody call a reporter, the TVJ reporter. We were not supposed to know about that plane. Right? The thing, it just did for happen. And whatever benefits, whoever organized it, you know, had sought to derive, they would have secured their benefits and whatever thing like that. But what I want you to really embrace here is the level where this thing, where this thing is functioning at, that it has to be a conspiracy that is functioning with with parties that must be on a very high level. That is without question. Something like this don't happen by accident. I don't know, I look at man a hustle, and I look at Dan, and I look at street car and I hustle, and I look at racket and I extort, that look at store, or the wholesale, or the haberdashery, and nothing like that. A big something. People, these are the things, me I tell you now, the man them know, who are kill people in a Jamaica and who are extort and a pressure people and what. Me I tell you this, at them something here, the man them look upon and say, see it there? I saw them I eat them food. Right? I saw the big man I eat him food. I saw them up people up so. You know, I hustle and I eat some big food. Bandolo and this and that and whatever. Because people are not idiot. People are not idiot. And that is when them look and stuff like that. Oh, nothing going to come out of this, you know. But people, this is huge. This is crazy. A plane full of people leave India for Jamaica. One way. Remember, you know, the German crew for the plane, the German plane, the crew was upset because the crew said, why are we still here? This was a one-way flight. We were told that we're going to just drop them off and then go back home. Why don't we still have your people? I don't know, look a small thing. Forget one plane full of people from one country. For take a one-way flight for go Jamaica. And stop at Cairo, Egypt, and stop at Dubai in the Emirates. And look how far that there, right? When me go Dubai or whatever, me say me sleep, me wake up, 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 one thing. Long flight. And them a come from India, and then go Cairo, Egypt, and then go Dubai, and then come all the way our local Jamaica just so. Don't make them take on for fool. A big hustling this year, big hustling this, and again, my problem with it is these people are going to look at it and say, you know, it's going to blow off, you know. Nothing is going to come out of it. And as soon as I look at man, I go thief something or a man go, you know, the people them downtown, I sell them things and want, you know, make an honest living and whatever, them are going to send people and beat them up out of the street. And when them beat them out of the street, what is the argument them always use? Discipline has to maintain. We can't have people are selling on the street like that. The little things matter. You know, see them a beat them one day, them beat up the people them and chew out them things and whatever and this and that. And the people them a sell for make a living and thing and them a ball and them beat them in the street. And that me I tell you, yeah, that's my problem. Them have strength for them people. Them always have strength for ghetto people. Them always have strength for poor people and whatever. You understand what I say? And something like this, you tell me now, which one of them something are more serious? People are selling on the street of Kingston or wherever, Montego Bay, Lucy or wherever, Mandeville. People are selling on the street for feed them family. Or a plane full of foreign nationals flying all the way from the continent of Asia, specifically the country of India, and stopping in Cairo, Egypt, then stopping in Dubai, and then making its way intentionally to Jamaica. Intentionally. We weren't supposed to know about this plane. And it suggests that there could be more before it, what we never know about. Something was put in place for this plane to land safely and securely and to onboard its passengers. Something was in place for all of that to just happen. And somebody go bust it out and call and go say whatever, and I saw it bust out and I saw we find out about it. Right? And this thing is big, it's big and heavy. It's big and heavy. Right? And people, this cannot happen. You know what he said? We don't hear nothing from nobody yet about it. Well, I know. I have another video from the Gleaner. So we play the one from TVJ. I could play this thing I want from the Gleaner now regarding what we are going. People, the silence is deafening. Nobody don't want to talk yet, you know. Right? Nobody don't want to say nothing yet. People are whole heap of money run for that something, you know. This a thing, you know, that's the atmosphere, you know. All right, hold on, man. Hold on, you know, I could see what going on so over with that one, yeah. Right? Well, man, but then them have strength for dance all and cuss and all and go on and all these things and say this and that and whatever. Hold on, I can bring up this thing, yeah. Play that one, you know. Okay, let me see what. I play this from the Gleaner, you know. And the Gleaner get a report, yeah. Bring this over here, so. All right, there we go. All right. So those are the allegedly the Indian nationals, which I understand to be all men. And apparently the Indian High Commission is working with Jamaican authorities to repatriate them. All right, according to the Gleaner there. So big up the Gleaner for that. Big up the Gleaner for that. All right. Okay, so that is that on the part there and sitting, all right. People, I'm sorry, I just find it so incredulous how brazen and beer-faced it is or whatever, right? But again, this wasn't supposed to get out. Let me see one other thing. Yeah, and the whole persons of interesting and what people. This is a hustling pan. This is a high level hustling. And people, you know, say, we don't even. I know we don't hear nothing yet. No official statement not come out yet. People, you know what is going on now? A whole heap of phone call I make, you know. A whole heap of phone call I make right now. I want to go on. I offer something this. How this happen? I need explanation. I don't know any other. How you mean you don't know? None of your responsibility. I don't. But so and so was supposed to have. All right, go call a beer that I go on right now, you know. And then all this usually work. You see, when you go so boom, boom, no, and you check over here, so boom, and you check over here, so boom, and you check over here, so, and then it go back to so and so. Rotted. But in our people, we can't sink him. All right. Oh, if we do that, man, all right, we're going to find a way if we go around this now, you know? People, a huge incident happened, you know, something that could have resulted in the death of so many of our nationals and whatever, right? And the people, them right. Look, when the Asian them come, them carry them back quick. Them carry back the Asian them. But these ones came and you put them up in the water. And you make them walk freely. You make them land. Them never send in a flight manifest. Them not have no return trip for the 200 and odd people them. So the 200 and odd people them were coming on a chartered flight, a regular flight. You would have us believe that it's this random thing that, I don't know them do it and, we figured we're going to send them back and whatever. Like, why would they feel so comfortable and assured to say, okay, we're going to fly from so far and we're going to Jamaica. one way, and we're going to let off all these 200 and odd people, and we'll be okay. Why would they why would they feel comfortable and so sure that that would happen? Why would so much resources be committed to this trip happening? Not only financial, but a whole lot of manpower and you know, whether adhering to or circumventing, you know, rules and regulations. Why would all of that be put in place, knowing that target, Jamaica, one-way flight, and when I come back? Yeah, man. This is human trafficking, you know. This is the smuggling of people. And we're used to the big one them be from China, you know, with the shipload of people them are coming out. So you remember when the ship did I must say in a Jersey, one of them places there. We used to those, right? Those organized one, you know, where the ship crashed or something happened, a whole bunch of people died. We know of you know, those in Eastern Europe using the tractor trolleys, you know, the tractor trailers to carry them into Britain and all those places and things like that. We know of those, you know, but and we know of Haitians coming into Jamaica and whatever. We know of people come Jamaica and overstay from Japan, you know, from Cuba, from the Dominican Republic and whatever. We ain't never heard of a plane full of people, 200 odd people, all the way from India. But people, me I telling you, I look a man, did I get vexed with me about something or whatever? Me I telling you from way back when, remember one time them did deport, would I say about either 6 or 8 Indian nationals, you know, and come to airport and them deport them. And me I said, Indian national, at the time, you know, I was just like, wait, what? Indian national I get deported, what goes or whatever. And a couple people in time there, you know, working in media, Jamaica, explained, so, nah, man, a long time thing, there's a thing for bring Indians in, like, you know. So me I say, Indians, I know. And them I say, no, them know about the Indian hustling part. And what I was told at that time was like, no, Jamaica is a land of opportunity. There are certain parts of India where people like, no, you go to Jamaica, you can do well, you can build life, you know. So just like how we want to go to some other country, you know, for see if we can get a break and do better. And you have people that go through Belize, and you have people that go through Mexico and whatever for come to the United States and whatever for asylum. There are other people doing it for our country. Hey, one time I was in Jamaica, and when I was in Jamaica, I was dating a certain woman and whatever. And there was this club called Platinum, and it was in New Kingston. And it was known as you know, these go-go clubs, they call them a gentleman's club and whatever. But Platinum was supposed to be an upscale go-go club and thing. And then the lady I was dating at that time, she was like, yo, I need to take it to Platinum. That's for what? And she said, I need to take it to Platinum. You would enjoy this and whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to Platinum. I be a white woman, one black Jamaican woman. And them treat her like she had nothing. I hear the thing, I nah diss them or nothing and whatever. But the one black Jamaican woman, she looked better than the whole of the white woman. There were like 7 white women at dance, right? Now, anybody who you've been around Caucasians, you know their standard of beauty differs from ours, right? I've seen white folks go gaga over women and say, she's so sexy, she's so beautiful. And when you look, you see the whole of her ribs out and she maga down and body flat. And I've seen be like, oh my God, she's just so sexy. And I'm like, and I'm not diss nobody, right? I say, them have a different standard, right? To me, the one black woman in the girl look good, stay well, round up and thing and bump up and whatever. The black Jamaican men in at the club, them and whatever, them don't even look pan she. All them care about was a white woman, them. Them are like cover. and them can't dance. Them couldn't dance. They could not dance to save them life. And them do all these caricature white folk. Just boring, right? But the Jamaican men who seem to be well dressed, comport themselves, with what we would have said uptown, whatever, and they were all over these white women from Russia. I was told they were white Russian women, right? Okay, okay, right? All right. So, I don't know, I don't know which part KFC they are, but the gas station in front of KFC. So one time up at the gas station, up on the side, across from the local police station where them have there, whatever. And we saw the Russian woman. And a colleague of mine called to one of them where him know and thing, and them a talk and whatever. And then the conversation segue into, nice countries. And they weren't all of them there. There were I think there were 2 or 3 of them there. And who were the dancers. And they were saying Jamaica is a great country. Them said Jamaica is one of the greatest countries in the world. So me getting that, and I was like, well, I mean, I'm curious, You're from Russia, right? Yeah. You're all the way from Russia? And you think that Jamaica is one of the greatest countries? Why? Never forget it. She said, she defined it materially. So she said, I've been here a little over a year, and already I have a house and a brand new BMW. She said, I could never get this in Russia. And I come to Jamaica and I'm a dancer and I get this. And it struck me that there is something going on in Jamaica where most Jamaicans not doing well economically, where the whole drive to survive is constantly in high gear, where we have to turn away and make fashion, as we say. We have to improvise and adapt in very creative ways just to survive. But some poor white woman from a distant land called Russia is seeing Jamaica as a land of opportunity, where she was saying that it's one of the greatest countries in the world, because in a little over a year after being here and dancing and probably doing some other things, I would think, she can proudly say she has a house, a nice house, in a nice area up on the hills, she explained, and a brand new BMW, which means that there is something about her that had currency, that there was something about her that attracted capital, wealth, that attracted resources to enable her to provide for herself and to live a considerably good life in Jamaica that she did not have where she was. In other words, and again, these women, they weren't ogres or anything. They weren't they weren't, they weren't handicapped cows or anything like that, but they're not, even by Caucasian standards, they weren't, they weren't head turners or anything. They weren't those second glance women, those women like, oh damn, girl looks good. They weren't like that. They were just, just kind of bland and ordinary and thing. But bland and ordinary to somebody like me who by that time I traveled extensively, so it was nothing. But supposedly to so many other so-called successful cultured Jamaican men, they were just so wonderful, white women. And again, when you start understanding the context of that, and Jamaica as a post-colonial society, and the poison of racism and colonialism over hundreds of years, and this whole thing where white and light is celebrated, and then you kind of understand what's going on there, why it was Jamaica that they're doing well and not, someplace else where white, culture prevailed, because where white culture prevailed, they're just ordinary. They're run of the mill. Nobody now look upon them, but you come to Jamaica and them a star. And again, what was explained, and it wasn't even just India. The India, it's a big thing, right? But I understand that there is a South Korean connection too in Jamaica, right? And there's long been a Chinese connection there, whatever, in terms of bringing in, but it's not unique to Jamaica. And anywhere you go, you have people who go to different countries for opportunities, and then they explain it to their relatives and friends back where they're from, and then they try come in and whatever, and before you know it, they form communities. So of course that exists in the United States, it exists in Britain, Canada, and whatever, but and so it exists in Jamaica too. But what is broader is some interesting things are happening with India. Canada is having some interesting experiences with the dramatic increase in the Indian population there. There's a lot going on there. Also with Muslim ethnic groups too. So, but in Canada, and if you go on my post, on the Ragashanti post, you would see all these references like, oh, yeah, and they're doing the same thing in Canada, and they're doing the same thing in Brampton and whatever. And some of the language used there are unpleasant, because it's just interesting to see Jamaicans writing the very thing about, these Indians that white people say about us when we go to their country to do better. Again, it's just so interesting to see Jamaicans just reeling out some harsh commentary for these Indians that is, that aligns, that is parallel to and is essentially identical. It's a replica of what white racist people say about many non-whites who go to their country for, to do better in life. So there are layers here. There is a bunch of things. There's different things going on here. But y'all know my pet peeve. You know my pet peeve. What going to come out of this? And it is clear there's no way a plane full of people can land from a country so far without the involvement of people in very, very high places. And money must be involved here. Money must be involved here. I'm telling that thing, you have some wicked police at Jamaica, yeah? You have some wicked, terrible, murdering, awful police at Jamaica. But let me tell you this again. Enough things on a blame police for in Jamaica, and it's not police that do it. Enough things on a blame police for in Jamaica, and it's not Jamaican police that do it. Enough time Jamaican police want to do the right thing for the country, but the powers that be who control their fate, whether or not them stay employed or whatever, this or that, or whether or not certain heat reach them, right? Prevent them from doing it. Me a telling you this, right? Enough of the thing them want to blame police for. No, police want to do it. A police ordered for do it, right? This could not have done without the involvement of some strategically located parties in highly influential. You're talking about landing a plane, a chartered plane in the country, that the organization was such that everything was put together for this to happen. There is nothing random about that. And do not let them... I see efforts are there, you know, to convince you. So, because they're concocting the story now, you know, what they're going to communicate, you know. And you're going to notice certain people are going to distance themselves from it. They're going to try not to say anything about it and make other people say it, or come out and just knock a scapegoat or whatever and thing, right? And give it the impression, say, you know, so and so never know about it. But I'm telling you, the reluctance and the absence of any official comment on this thing thus far is very telling. Very, very telling. Right? There is nothing random about these people. We weren't supposed to know about this plane. Right? Bust out, and now them have to do local damage control. And so we're working with the Indian High Commission to send them back. And that is just random. You notice that? When the Gleaner run that a while ago, all we see is them in at the airport and the line there. Where is the official press release on this? Why aren't we told what happened here? And there's a reason. And there's a reason. And these are the same people who distract on all the while. You know, if one look a minivan drive bad and whatever, and thing, I make a big deal about it. And so we have to start from small, and the little things matter, and so forth, and this and that. And if we're going to grow a wholesome country of discipline, and where authority and the rule of law is adhered to, and all of this, we need to start. I want to run and follow them all the while and thing, and make them clown and out. The amount of money we're supposed to run on the flight here, and probably been a run on flight before that one that we bust out and thing, and I'm not the normal, right? Jamaica a Nancy land that. Jamaica is a Nancy land. And them say hustling and bandolo and general ship and thing, and beer sitting go on there. Yeah. Yeah. No, but they're arranging now. When them say the Indian High Commission arrange, I sort out something to carry them back, you know? Because the thing bust out. So the plane still there, Jamaica, it's still impounded, right? I guess investigation are going on. Let's see what they say about. Let us assume that investigation is occurred, right? Me, I'm telling you right now, you know, people, the phone line are go crazy, you know, about who do this, you know, who set it up and who this and that and whatever, you know. And I wouldn't be surprised if they are going to come out with something and try to get like a fall girl or a fall guy, a fall woman or a fall man for this and whatever. And as usual, it's not gonna be anybody of influence and affluence. That gonna be somebody small. Right? I'm telling you, the way this work, who really are run this, they must set up a thing right, you know, for it not come back on them. The footprints not for lead back to them. And some look smaller people in the mix who probably a part of the conspiracy too, but low up on the totem pole, are them if, and that's only if anything come out right. And at them are going to get knocked with it. Watch and see. The number is 585-596-0606, 585-596-0606, 585-596-0606 if you're calling from the United States or Canada, right? If you're outside of the United States or Canada and you want to call in, you have to go use the WhatsApp number up on the screen right there. The number is 929-400-1249, 929-400-1249, 929-400-1249. Listen to me, man. We never did know about that plane here. Probably like we never knew about the ones them before. You understand? Yeah. Somebody must have called the TVJ, report the TVJ and say, and them send a reporter there and the reporter investigate it and say, yeah, that go on and the thing go bust out. And now, the Indian High Commission, is seeing about repatriating, bossy word, which is send them back, the Indians, back to India. So we just kind of hear that loosely. It wasn't officially stated. We never have the usual fanfare, and indications are such and such. But the government is very much on the matter and thing, and we will not, we are very concerned that a plane of this size and with so many people could just, choose to come land in our country like when I hear nothing like that, right? I was supposed to be idiot and thing and just think so this is just like, everyday people are try smuggling to our country, No big deal here. Like, please. This is huge. Nah, man, a big hustling this, man. Once you depend on a level where you work with plane load of people, and don't worry yourself, man, we have everything in place, man. You're going to just land and let them off, What? What? My God. People, when you go airport and think or whatever, them, what kind of passport you at the line you must go in, right? Right? No, that never apply here, though. Right? When plane are coming, flight so-and-so requesting to land and whatever, requesting to land? We never get a manifest from it. This is a chartered flight. A chartered flight? Somehow this and that when I'm plane land. Somehow this and that go on and people come off a plane. Somehow they send them go a nice hotel, man. Yeah, and some of the people out there buy KFC, me understand and all these things or whatever, that take a picture and go on with a bag of something or whatever. Yeah. Somehow they were accommodated and treated so well. Mm-hmm. Some crazy money run for this, man, and probably been around too. Remember? You understand? All right, what say you? Who have something to say about it now? Give me a call and chat to me. Make we hear what I go on. Make we hear what I say. Yeah, man, I'm money thing this, man. I'm money thing this, man. Right? Jamaica, easy, Remember me tell you, yo, you can't forget, Dominican Republic in the 90s and whatever, And I renew visa and thing and whatever. I tell you, say, boy, a man tell me, say, boy, any of them can come up with security measures to beat Jamaicans. They could beat anybody in the world, right? A man who work at the U.S. Embassy at the Dominican Republic tell me that. Jamaica sample. Good afternoon, caller. Hello.
Oh, go on, Raga.
They are give thanks, what's up?
There, man. So I'm there listening, say it's somebody call the news reporter. And I want a little somebody need that,
Oh, you're guessing that it's not a look of somebody?
No, I can't be one little somebody.
No, you never know.
Yeah, but when I say, we are Jamaica look upon the citizens standard wise, you have to in upper class, And then everybody just call the news media and then they split up and gone, so we don't know proof or nothing.
No. That is not how it works. Let me tell you how it works. All right. You see something like this now. Remember, it come in at the airport, right? And you have a time, you say, when people were going with them conspiracy and are going with some big something, but them are ignore the maid, them and ignore the man who wash the car, and them ignore the gardener or whatever. You understand them? You understand them not pay them the mind. But the gardener and the maid and the helper and whatever, people always underestimate, but very often they are very smart, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if people out at airport, You have somebody who's a baggage handler, but know how the system run right through, So say one strange plane come before now, and them see a bag of Indian come off it the first time, and them must say, so we never hear about that plane there. Who unload that plane there? Who do them baggage? No, them say we not do them baggage, Yeah. And them say, don't do that one there, whatever. So now, next time, no, man, me say all that plane forward again. And I say, see one more of the plane, them come back here.
Yeah, same plane from last time.
Yo. And then them just go, yo, TVJ, I don't need for come down there right now, come check out one plane. Who is this talking to? No, going to my name. We need to come check out a plane full of Indian down here. And then come before, don't call my name and tell nobody about right? I saw them some of them got more time. Then when me I work, one time when me I work at media Jamaica, And me there on New Start 93 FM. And one little man off of the road come up, and say, Raga, me have a video for you look pan. And me say, And them say, you need to see that video, yeah. And when me go so boom and him see the video. You did have a man. Him was the top. Yeah, me can't say it now because in the long run him did get catch. Him was a top Catholic in Jamaica, right? Top father. But not only Jamaica, the way them thing did set up, it's for the region. So he might run like the Caribbean region. He was appointed by the Pope, right? Right? Is him me say, with a little boy, kind of more than 14. And a well-known popular politician lay down in bed with him would stiff up one bigger level would him have and whatever. And the father come and whatever and bend over and a do so upon the little boy. That's me just because as soon as I see it, I say, hold on, take it away, I don't want to see anymore.
Right.
And then I turn to the reviewer and I say, let me tell you something right I know. You see, if anybody come tell me, you show me the video, I go and deny it from years until Thine Kingdom come. I did not see that video. Because for me, them time there, every night me there road I work, I host things and people I am all about, so me there all over the country. I'm in a road with crew and them something there. Me alone did I do road them time there when me I do my thing. You understand? Yeah, me have my machine, my license machine and thing, but that is relative and whatever. So me didn't know how to govern myself in that situation there, right? And everything you see if you talk and everything, whatever. You understand? And nobody not gonna beat me and draw me out. You follow me? But me I say
for real.
this was not only a powerful person in the country, this was a powerful person in the world. Right?
Yeah.
This is a powerful, well-known politician and thing, and them are doing them thing. But it's a little man I bring the video, and not no more than him set them up, because with the video take, the person in the closet, and thing I hide, and I film and I video them, So I set them up, and I go wait name them, blackmail them or something. You follow me? But me don't want to involve in that because me have a rule. What am I rule, right? I have 38 rule, Me used to watch NCIS, and then in NCIS, you have one character in the name Gibbs, and him have like about 50 rules, It was a running joke. But anyway, me about 38. And one of them is, people will do a lot to not lose a lot.
Right.
People will, my rule, right? This is just me. People will do a lot to not lose a lot. So me live by that one I rule, me live by. So if it's a potential situation where the stakes are so high that somebody will kill, if y'all keep that thing they down, if them think it's going to bust out, I don't want to be involved in it.
True.
Right? Now,
yeah,
I was concerned about the child, which I think again was 14, 15. So me myself, I made a call somewhere, but them never know me make a call, so leave that alone anyway. That's different story there. You understand what I say? So it don't have to be somebody. But again though, to your point though, No secret, not really there, Jamaica, you know. Me find that out after me
Yeah.
get my PhD. No secret, not really there, you know. After me get my PhD and people in certain circles started invite me in certain circles that I wasn't invited before, but because I'm a Dr. Stewart now and lecturer at the university, I start getting. And when you amongst them people, everybody know everybody business, you know. Everybody know who used to hustle with ganja playing. Everybody know who did in a which orgy. They all know everything. And sometimes them play rough. So if one party knows say at the next party they are do the hustling there, them a bus pan them man to them do them something there for true. So in that case it can be a big powerful person arrange for certain things get exposed about so and so and so and so. That has happened a lot. So there, so you could be right. That's so, but it doesn't mean that it have to be somebody big. Forget the press for do it. A story is a story. So if anybody call TVJ and say, you're not gonna believe what happened, you need to come down here and check it. But a plane full of
that's what I'm saying somebody big because it's a story hard to believe, you know. You know, say a plane when I have nothing to do with the airport, them now have no schedule, them now have no nothing to show up, you know?
Nah, man, they trust me, man. It can be people smart, man. You know, Jamaican people them they run for play fool for catch wise. So it can be a lot of man I pre everything and I see what I go on and all them thing there and yeah, man. It can enough time them look a thing there is just somebody who, you know. One time a first lady, the wife of a prime minister.
Yeah.
Grab a member of parliament and a beat out her clot or whatever, because she take the prime minister, whatever, right? And it's who called me. Is a housekeeper called me and said the beat not go on right now in the hotel, Raga.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right. When the next time a well-known politician forget like a deal. One big a deal do with him use for a woman, right? And he's at the, hey, why you think them throw me off a radio? Down there, eh?
Too much things are coming up, man.
How happened to you, man?
Too much things, you know?
Yeah, man. When I did them all have meeting about me on the highest level, man. And I said, no, one of the big, cause when me did that do my show at Jamaica, you know, every week me do a mix-up. So me say, minibus mix-up, taxi mix-up, helper mix-up, right? Police mix-up, right? So every week me will do a mix-up. One of my biggest mistake when me at the show, you know, me go to politician mix-up, you know, man. Yeah, man.
Holy Bacala come in.
Yeah, man, and no name no call and whatever. So when me do politician mix up, I just a second back and me bust out the bun side right man go mix up, you know, and tell you about the MP where when he must swipe the woman and I eat her out and whatever, she just a scream and I make nice and him mount good and then Seki said, but me don't know what I do with she cause she a bun side right mango, right? I me say, Seki, what is bun side right mango? And she say, you know what them mango they were drop a ground and ripe a ground, but sun just burn them on one side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I know I said a man they know him right, nation right wide after. We not call him name, you know. But this idiot right nationwide after that. And I threaten the nationwide say if them don't fire me, him a go have what them call a major crime sitting another investigator and then give himself this like a damn idiot. You understand?
Right.
Yeah, but I say things like them they know because, you know, a mix-up coming about a politician where I sort out him sister-in-law, him wife, sister, when him wife find out him beat up him wife. That one that did come in. A mix-up coming about the politician where I drive, we go over the general secretary yard, jump the fence in a sneakers and shorts and go sort out a next man wife. And, so be a mix-up that did come in about them and whatever. So Raga had to go.
Yeah.
Raga had to go. But I tell you, so them, you know, Jamaica always a keep, you know.
Yeah, man, always, man. Something always a go on.
Something Jamaica always I keep it. Jamaica one of them places like if the thing get too quiet, people say, no man, something need for happen, man. Something need for happen,
Yeah.
man. And the
It's
place too
quiet.
quiet.
What?
A place too quiet. No, but Bossy, what you
Yeah.
isn't this something? Why isn't this being treated as something so colossal and so phenomenally huge? How often you
Why?
hear about a plane load of people from a foreign country safely landing in another country, like halfway around the world, and then people can put them in a 4-star hotel or whatever? This is huge. Why is it not being treated as something huge? Why? Why we don't hear all these people coming out and saying something about it? Why everybody be so careful and cautious? Why? What is going on?
I mean, I don't know anything, but all I go, I mean, I hear nobody else,
Nothing.
And yeah, that me I want to do nobody else, because I hear nobody say what going to happen, how long it going to take to happen. Nothing like that, you know?
Listen,
You go hear say plane come from one place, go one next place, and go one next place and reach at Jamaica. So me I say, all of the plane got them place, we got them place to go do.
and
I
this
wonder if a fuel go fuel up at them place there, and them just do a detour for them to like chat the plane or whatever them a do. I don't know.
we don't know, but those are good questions. If the objective of the plane, that is a very good question, If the plane, whatever the enterprise is, the objective is to have a one-way flight. So the German crew said, no, we were just supposed to drop them off and leave, right? So if it is a one-way flight from India to Jamaica, and it's a chartered flight, so it's not a scheduled flight that, somebody are compromising somewhere and I put people upon it because it is already scheduled for that. It's a chartered flight. It's a private flight. That, as
Right.
we know, was deliberately, them don't even not go around the system by using fake documents to the system, right? In terms of manifest or whatever, this or that. Them don't even not do that. They deliberately stayed off the system, right?
Right.
And if the objective was to leave from India and to go to Jamaica, why those 2 stops in between? And I put it to you, this may not just be about money, This could be some part of some international subterfuge and espionage and using Jamaica as a backdoor to channel in certain, me I say? Into certain places or what. This could be huge, That could be probably be where the reason why we don't even hear nothing about it too. This could be,
Right.
I'm telling you right now, there are people working feverishly trying to figure out what exactly was going on here and trying to be in a position to answer all the obvious good questions that will emerge or have emerged already, such as the one you just asked. Because I submit to you that reporter, what the reporter report, him probably know way more than that, but him can't say it.
You can't say it, yeah. And the next question is now, Next question is, them tell them say that are the final destination for the plane, but is that the final destination for the passenger them?
Were they supposed to go someplace else? And we don't know.
Yeah. Is there another charter plane? I gonna bring them to Jamaica somewhere else, you don't know. There's another question,
And then was this like a trafficking thing where you sneak in couple people who are involved in other things too? Because listen what the report say, the person from Uzbekistan. Hold on, think about it. This person from Uzbekistan, this person has to be significant in some way. This person has to be very significant in some way, right?
Yeah.
So this person from Uzbekistan the country aligned with Russia and known to be aligned with the KGB, which is the Russian equivalent of the CIA in the United States, and MI6 in Britain.
Okay.
Right? Well trained and all these things. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this person, whoever this singular person is that they have to go for, it must be, that person must be significant in some way. You now carry a plane of 200 odd people you smuggle and then stop for just a random person or whatever. You understand? That person has to be significant. And then now them say that person, in decent words and whatever, in sanitized words, and basically say that person is wanted by the United States, right? And them say, after them identify that person who was wanted by the United States, whatever them found out about that person, the report says, it led them now to identify another Uzbekistan who did come before. You did hear that in the report, right?
Yeah, but when that before they happen, when the other somebody did come.
The question. So, how did that Uzbekistan, this other person, come in the country? They didn't say.
You're right.
But if we are to go by what we know thus far, the way this one come in might be related to the way that one came in, and if they are going out of their way to be functioning on that level in such a clandestine way, whatever was put together, and to get them in the country and them thing like, what are they doing? What did they bring them in for? What are they up to? What is the conspiracy? What are they working with? You know, and to your question, is this a backdoor way to carry them through down here and then put them on something, you know, for then carry them up so and so for going to another country and this and what is going on here? I think
I wonder if all of them Indian they just a distraction to, you know, because you realize that everybody is an Indian, but one man they're from a different country.
You see, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking now you're thinking the way I want you all to think. These are because what is going on here, you know, the 200 odd Indian could be the cover.
Right.
Right? The 200 odd Indian could be the cover. You know, for somebody because say, oh, it was 200 odd Indian, but, you know, 200 odd Indian, then they try smuggling 200 odd Indian. But, and that would explain why them never send a manifest. That would explain why the standard protocols for these things, which is we need to know everybody who's on the plane and their seats, right? That's how it go. But somehow them never want nobody know that, right? So that did I hide. So not only them names they hide, but it would kind of suggest to, oh, so that's why this person now was supposed to be hiding in that or whatever, you know? What did I want?
At least now one name left off, you know, they would have said, it'd have been more obvious. There's something I go on.
Yeah. I just think that this is huge. Like really, really huge. Yeah, I think whatever is going, we would never hear the fullness of this. That I'm sure.
Yeah.
We're going to hear a story, if any, because if it's up to them, then we just load this to make it go on and not come out of it, you know. But at a minimum, I think we're going to hear some sort of weak, broad story and whatever that is going to be sold to us that is not going to be the truth of what was happening.
Yeah, them can't know yet, man, because the story is still alright, you know, them not get the story together yet, you know. Everyone make sure everybody in line.
You see, the question them when you just ask and the way you are think, no, I guarantee you, I can almost guarantee you, whatever explanation them come with, once you hear the explanation, or many of the people listening to the show hear the explanation, right away it going to trigger several other several other obvious questions where you're gonna be like, yo, but what about so and so? What about right away to go trigger? I can almost guarantee
Yeah.
you. I can almost guarantee.
Right. 'Cause if you even listen to what them are saying, yeah, them are say, all right, them are gonna put things in place the same about the Indian, but them not talk about the Emmanuel, them not mention him none at
No,
all,
no, no, no,
like
no, no,
they
no, 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 no.
you
Hold
remember
up.
about him.
All right, no. Okay, back up for a little bit. You say even here what them are say, they are.
Yeah.
No. They haven't said anything. This is just a glean. I just see that I go on and get a look. Nobody not said nothing yet.
Yeah, that me I say them alone say the clean alone. I them me I talk about.
Right.
So
So
them not get no news my go on with that man specifically. Them I say yes the 200 Indian them or whatever. But them I say all right, them will put something in place with the Indian people them and send them back to them country. But this a man of them not say nothing what them
when
about about him.
when I hear nothing about the Uzbekistan, though, and when I hear nothing else, when I hear nothing else about the other Uzbekistan where they come before, but okay, why Uzbekistan? Why Jamaica? Now, let me tell you now, let me be careful, but Jamaica has long been a spot for certain entities from that side of the world coming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm nothing new. So, me, I'm in the dark, just like y'all, but, the question, you know what, too? What is disturbing to me is how big this thing is, but I don't get the sense that it is being seen as that big in general,
Yeah.
I think people are more amused by it. Am I wrong in that conclusion?
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah. I get the sense that people are more like, yo, I can't believe this happened. Well, Jamaica kind of easy, party shop or whatever. I don't get the sense like there's a collective shock and like a serious concern about what could be happening here, or what this could have opened, or what I don't get that sense from people. Like, people are outraged and like angered and like I don't get that. I think people just like, yo, you what happened in Jamaica, yo, star. I play a load of 200 and Indian touchdown. They know nothing about them one, the Jamaican good guy. Be a man to it, may I tell you?
Yeah. Yeah. But more how long this flight you are planning, because to get 200 people to say, yes, we are going to Jamaica, man,
Sure.
I say, yo, we are going to Jamaica next week.
Sure, let me up on the investigating team, man. Because that's how you must think. That's how, guys, this is how you must think. How long was this being planned? This is not something that you put together overnight.
Exactly. Have you shot a plane, man?
Yeah.
You shot a plane, and get them the people there. And like say, unless it's a regular thing, you have people in the lineup.
Listen, they said the plane landed in Jamaica without any documents, any forewarning, and nothing at all, right? That's what they said, right? Right? Given that they know that the plane landed in Cairo, Egypt, and given that they know that the plane landed in Dubai, in the Emirates, did the plane land with no documents and no papers too in those countries?
That may I say.
And and let's look on both sides. If they did, if somebody go do some research or whatever, and there's no record of the plane landing in Cairo and whatever, then that would be very, very troubling and disturbing, because it means we're talking about an international conspiracy of immense proportions right now, involving parties from all these countries and whatever it is. You follow me, right? However, if they did land with the appropriate documents in those countries, it's equally concerning too. Because then the question will be like, oh, the reason why we found out why that they landed in those countries is because we're able to access the flight records. So it would mean then that they prepared the appropriate records for landing and taking off in those countries, but didn't do so for Jamaica based on whatever their objective is. You follow?
Yeah, man, I follow what you say.
But those two stops are significant. It's one thing if
I'm
you
very
smuggle
specific
and
too.
thing and whatever, and you just go, all right, we get a big food for 200 odd people, you know. Each one of them pay 50,000. We're going there now, big food. And send a, why you have to stop and pick up them two then? Or pick up that, why you have to make them two stop there and pick up that man there? Why go on there, sir?
Yeah,
That big, it have to be big.
that's true, man.
You see. Anyway,
What if a question did if you ask?
last question before you go to what you think? What you think? How you think this going flush out?
Why, as far as me know, you know, and as far as the record set it, you know, any little thing that go on with kind of serious, it's just dead down in a year now about it, you know, so you know, now we're going to the one if you got a year, not that you're going to dead like everything else.
Tell me something. Is it significant that we see the Gleaner with a video of allegedly the Indian nationals that arrangements are being made to repatriate them to their country of origin? Is it significant that they all seem very relaxed and casual and like nothing and whatever? Like they don't seem worried to me or anything or concerned or anything. Is that significant?
Yeah, I mean, I look on the video, you know, but I wonder if the video is actually Jamaica too, because video can come from anywhere, you know.
Well, the Gleaner, but I'm not saying, you know, we just assume that the Gleaner said that's who they are, so we see how that goes. But anyway, respect and manners. Here, sir?
Yeah, man, blessings.
Blessings, man. Cool. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Well, Sebastian.
There, you know.
Yeah, hear me clearly?
Very clear.
Okay. You know, say, this power I say, me have to confess, say, as since me get older, since media gets so prevalent, me really know the amount of corruption I run in Jamaica. Yeah, man. You know when people normally loosely say, why is Jamaica full of beer?
You said Jamaica full of beer, what?
You know people normally loosely say.
Yeah.
Why Jamaica full of beer? Full of beer corruption, you know?
Yeah.
You just say loosely say that.
Yeah.
But since me get older, and media gets so prevalent, you know, me I see a different side, like.
What is your impression of it right now? What are you seeing?
All right. You see?
Hold on. You on earpiece, Bluetooth, or speakerphone here. You need to come off it.
No. Hold on.
Hello?
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
All right. How about now, Raga?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay. So me I tell you, say, with the dep on the Bluetooth, but it seems like me I hear better on the Bluetooth more than from the phone straight.
Oh, well, we are hear you better now.
Because me dep on the headset. All right. You see, me hear upon the news, right?
Yeah.
Up here or so ago, where a plane land in a St. Elizabeth. So what happens to people, them call them, you know, call the media houses and whatever.
Yeah.
And the police go up on the scene. And a court, huh?
No, go on, go on, go on.
And the court they on the plane, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so happens when the first preliminary report came out, you know, them say Christopher Tufton and him friend, they so happens they on the beach when the plane and the court land. So them just in a hang out and them see the plane with the court
Hold on.
Yes, you can't call the name.
No, we not do that, you know. We don't do that here.
Okay. All right, a politician.
No, but you done call the name already, so I go just say don't say anything more about that.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. You can't use the name.
Yeah, because you call the name already. The way libel and defamation work, it can work also through aspersions. So you don't have to say him do so and so. But the way it works, it could be like, no, you sat there and you heard this caller call the minister name and gave the impression that the minister knew about a plane filled with cocaine and it wasn't so much a coincidence that he was there, whatever. That is the argument that can be made here, you know? So, unfortunately, given that you got calling him, I'm just going to ask you not to say anything more about that. And again...
Oh, yeah, man, no problem, man.
Right, you know?
No, we get that, but because it came out on the news, you know, what we get players upon your platform, that's fine. No problem. That's because it came out on the news. It's not like a hearsay.
Well, it come out, but you see, you may not get it exactly the way it's upon the news, you know. Like, me no know, you know. So, if I knew definitively that what you're saying is public information, you know, I'd be like, okay, it's public information.
Yeah.
But hold on, you can say public information, you know, and then end up go say something else about the public information that can be troublesome. And the way this thing works, you know, you don't have to do anything wrong, you know. It's just how somebody can go turn it wrong.
Totally understand.
Yeah.
I totally agree. But I'm just share with you that the only reason I say this name is because that's something I hear on the news. But we get where you say your platform and you know what it to be said or all of that. So I agree with you.
I mean, I want people get comfortable and call name with them something they either, you know, something.
Yeah. So I'm just making you know, say I know it works with definition and all that, but the only reason I say it, just so you know for clarification, because that's something I hear on the news. It's not a hearsay.
Right.
Yeah, but in general though, put that aside. But in general, as I may say, since social media gets so privileged, you know the levels of corruption in Jamaica.
Yeah. I mean, social media have its problem, you know, but look how much time our police get catch of the wickedness and whatever, and all them something they know. And, you know, corruption get exposed and people can film this or people can secretly make a video and say this and put it out there. So it's good and bad, but it has been quite revealing, you know, about certain things happening in the country for real. And so, so based on that now, what is your impression now of Jamaica?
No, man. All right, when me try to say the small level that I had corruption on is a totally different level since these past couple of years. Like I usually think corruption are like a police stop you with liquor weed, then catch you with a gun and then give you a thing. But the thing they're on a plane level, they're on a millions and a billions level.
Yes.
No, may I tell you? All right, me give you one instant. This is another name call. Let me give you one instant. This is also from the news. I'm not getting a hearsay. And the name now call. There was a man that they found in Montego Bay, in a radio house. I think a year or so ago. Because people have, you know what I mean, people remember things as they happen. The news come out and people just forget about it. But there was a house that was raided about a year and a half ago in a mobile. And it took the police official them days to count the amount of money. You remember the story?
Yeah, vaguely. It took them days to count the money.
Days. There's nobody up on the chat with tell. It took them the amount of money that was stockpiling at the house.
Yeah.
Yes, it took them days to count the amount of money. But here's the trick to it in counting the money. You see the first day when they came out, or the second day, they do a rough check. And I think it was like in the billions because it was only in Jamaican currency. It was in US and other currency. And the second day when they do the rough check, it was like in the billions. Just a couple of days, like they came out a week after, it dropped significantly. Yes. They took about a week to count the rest of the money. And the amount dropped significantly. But then they said they're still counting.
Yeah.
Yes. And you see, if I still account,
Yeah.
we're in 2024, you know, I know they're not stopping. Can we hear not more about that again?
Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, significant. You can just much money that is at them DSP code. One heap of money, man. And guess what the next trick to it, though? You see, the person host that they raided, guess what? His name wasn't called. It wasn't made clear to the public who it was.
Who that?
No, I'm saying the house that they raided the house with billions and millions of dollars in it, and it took them days to count the amount of money. And the person house who they raided, they never make it clear who it was. It always said that it was a businessman.
Okay, and them not really give the fullness of it.
Them not give the fullness of it. Them just say coop and whole heap of money finding at the house, and it was a businessman. And the businessman name wasn't made clear to the public, and the money account, and then it was just swept under the rug.
Aviation. Under what ministry does aviation come? Which ministry regulates aviation in Jamaica?
You know, I'm not sure about that. No, that was separate or that would be under transport or no?
Huh?
Yes, that would be under transport or no?
Man, about transport? Yeah. A transport? Yeah. What do you think is transport? I don't know. May I ask? Because I don't know.
Yeah, I would think it would be something. I'm not sure that, but I would think that's something under transport.
Oh, under transport. Yeah, I guess. Speculate and thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
But if it's transport, no, like, who are the minister of transport of Jamaica? Do you know who's the minister of transport? Eh?
What you say about the Ministry of Transport?
Yeah, who's the present minister of transport?
I don't know.
Oh. I don't know either, but probably somebody will find.
Yeah, man. So that's that answer, man. The levels of certain things that go on. It depends on a different level as far as I would say. So, well, even that alone, that there's a lot of plane that came in and land Palm Beach. I hear say some Cuban light-skinned people running in bushes. I hear not about this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but that was that. Cool, little more.
Yes, man. All right, then. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let me... The Jamaica... hang on, this. I think the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority is supposed to be the equivalent of the United States FAA, right? Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, and they come under the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications, and Transport. All right. Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications, and Transport. Ministry of Science. That's how you go. Energy, What's in Langy, man? Telecommunications. Me know enough how to find it already. You know. I am the because I don't know, so I just have to write it in and transport. I don't know, so make I write it in. The Minister of Science, Energy and Technology and Transport, the Honorable Darrell Vaz. So wow, so Darrell Vaz is a minister who any more calls? Any more calls? Jamaica, Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica. Down in Jamaica, Briggy Barn and Grow. The Ocheraya. I'm a love it so. Down in Jamaica, play Tita. Good afternoon, good evening, Carl.
Good evening, Raga. Bless up.
Yeah, man, what good?
My Raga, my day I watch a show and me have to laugh with the things I say. Listen to me.
But it's so like you understand me, you know. It's so like you understand my foolish.
Listen me. When we tell people how corrupted Jamaica is, people say me nothing said this and me nothing said that. Listen, I'm gonna remind you of something, man, that big corruption that go on in Jamaica. Every day I quarrel about it.
Yeah.
I remember back in the days I juggle on a wharf.
Mm-hmm.
And then find a container with a whole heap of cocaine in the container.
Yeah.
All of the big police and fly come down at the wharf. And take the container to Hunts Bay. The container got Hunts Bay.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, nothing in the container, and the container still there Hunts Bay.
Still there Hunts Bay.
And still there Hunts Bay. Never forget that.
Never forget. And nothing, and the container empty, but it's still there Hunts Bay.
But it's still there Hunts Bay.
Yeah.
After today, nobody don't know where the goods come out of the container.
Nobody don't know how it goes. Regular, some of them things they go on at Jamaica, man. Regular.
About 3 years or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I'll tell them another thing what happened at Jamaica. They all a big man, policeman, 40,000 round a gunshot. I know the big man, policeman name no call, and the case can't try. Nothing can come out, we can't hear nothing out of it.
Regular thing,
Regular thing. There's so many things that happen in Jamaica. And I say, wow.
So, but why you think we haven't heard anything about it yet officially? First of all, do you think this is a really, really, really huge, big something that happened here? You think it is?
Raga, you make me know, say, Jamaica have three reference of people in a Jamaica.
Yeah.
You see, when you come from certain upscale in a Jamaica,
yeah,
things just sweep under the carpet. That's it.
Yeah.
Done with.
Yeah.
Name no call, case no try, everything just done with just like that.
Yeah.
That's how Jamaica run.
See,
if you come from, where they call it now, the ghetto. I like use the ghetto thing, but the people say, if you come from the ghetto, you get the punishment or anything.
Yeah.
You know, see.
Yeah.
It's just like the BMW brother there. Look at the BMW brother. You think if it was a man from Waterhouse, he shoot the little schoolboy and go to prison?
Yeah. Was it X5 or X6? It was X5.
Yeah, the X5, whatever.
X5,
you think it was a man from just regular down at Duane Park, down this, down go get a year at Duane Park. So you think he's not going to prison?
Yeah, gone.
But he come from certain upscale.
See.
And everything get with.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I left Jamaica go nowhere because I can't find myself live no other way beside Jamaica. But boy, I tell you, some corruption I go on in Jamaica, it's unbelievable.
And then how So given what you understand now about like what you just said about the corruption and how some people from certain classes are held accountable while others from other classes are not. Like how you know in order to ensure your safety and your security and thing, how you see yourself move in the country now. When you're moving out of the country now, given what you learn and you understand with that knowledge, how you are going to implement that in your conduct in Jamaica to ensure, say, you survive in that country. How you go about that?
Listen, me, you have one sense, see, I'm blind and hear and deaf. I just saw me a live, brother. Me not see no gate.
But hold on, but I thought you were from the group where you can do as you like and don't get and not get in no trouble. Hold on, you're not from that group. You're not from that group.
Me little, voilà, me little barefoot, walk up and down boys.
But I'm listening to you. You sound like one of those sophisticated elite. You know,
No.
You sound like you're from Jamaica's aristocracy, man. I'm listening to you and I'd be like, you are one of the untouchables. Yeah.
I wish I was one of the untouchables. Maybe I would be living more easier, man. Trust me.
But God.
Yes, so many things going on where we need to question why it happened. Me just listen to the news a while ago and where them say they must send them way back. And the owner for the plane said they must have to file something because them lose how much dollars because they need to go to Cuba, go pick up some other people to go somewhere. I was just listening to the news and I said, hey, come here, watch your show and listen to the news at the same time.
Well, what them say while my show's going on, what them say on the news, say the owner for the plane say what?
The owner for the plane say them are go whatever to Jamaica, maybe file a lawsuit on Jamaica because them hold the plane without them go behind aviation rules and policy, international rules and policy for hold the planes along. Something like that. Because them supposed to go to Cuba, go pick up. Them should have done Cuba for 3 days, now them should have done Cuba. From 3 days ago, them should have in Cuba.
Wow.
You understand? So,
wow. So that them did for lift up from Friday, and go Cuba.
And go Cuba. So them I say them lose how much revenue and, I think if you listen to, but no, you're the overseas, so you're not going to listen to Jamaica radio right now because you don't do the show. But people who are listening to the show can listen to Dean Jackson Miller. I think she had played the clip not much long to a while ago.
Right.
The man attack, everything. And it's like,
Okay, beyond the headlines, Dean Jackson Miller.
Yes, beyond the headlines.
Yes,
right.
man, is a veteran that man. I'm so proud of her. She's a stalwart.
She's like you. She's like you. She's not afraid to deep people the question.
Yeah,
she's not afraid to ask the question.
No. She's way better than I am. She's way better. I could learn quite a lot from Dean Jackson Miller. You understand? And
yes, it would have and she can learn quite a lot from you too, because people may say they don't like it because the way you talk things for people understand it. But if you know the millions of people learn after you're talking, because patois we chat, so we understand patois. Right. When you talk things are patois for people understand it, that's the way we are going to understand it. The aristocratic talking is like, makes sense to me. Just tell me plain and straight, say, don't ray, I may understand that.
See it there. We give thanks. But even if the plane was supposed to let them off and go to Cuba, now the question is, I wonder if Cuba. I wonder if it was supposed to just let off the Indians so.
All right.
There's a thing where the Uzbekistan did for let off in a Jamaica tour. It raises a question. Or was he supposed to go along to Cuba too?
I do not know. That's a question me and Jackson asked a man I talked to, and she asked him why them two man they can't pronounce the country name.
Yeah.
Them two man why them never come up on the manifesto like the rest of people them. So why the plane have 200 and those two never did. So why they never on the flight? So
Oh,
millions.
so even though them never submit the manifest, them did still have the name of the 218 them, right? Of course, them have to have them,
Right.
because them have to know who are up on the plane, right? But
Yes.
those two them, but the one the film name never upon it, and the one before it for them name never upon it. Why?
Two somebody up on the flight. If you listen, two somebody up on the flight where them name they on the paper. So them a question why those two never depend on whatever. There's so many questions
and I heard
we
that
can't
one
come
of
up with
them.
an
I
answer.
heard that one of them is actually French.
Yeah, something like that.
But one is French
Yes,
and one is Uzbekistan. That there was another person who was not. So
yeah, two Afghanistan or whatever the name and one French. So three somebody there, but I think the French name depend, but the two Afghanistan people name never depend the manifesto.
Yeah, well,
So,
Uzbekistan. Yeah,
East Pakistan, right?
That's fine. Okay, interesting. No, this is Have you ever? You ever hear about Tom Clancy and them people, Robert Ludlum and thing? They write spy thrillers. You know?
No.
This sound like an exciting spy thriller, like internet. This is a James Bond. There's something going on here, very James Bondish, you know, man. No, this is
As
so
when you
big.
say,
Yeah.
all right. Is it just like how bold money disappear and them a try if you put it on one little barefoot somebody?
Yes.
The same thing I gonna happen at that plane business.
You
know, same thing I got in that plane business. One little barefoot somebody I go get a 1 million question and then can't come up with an answer to it.
When last you hear anything about that? About the SSL thing? Yeah, when last you hear anything about it?
I think sometime about 2 or 3 weeks ago, me them say some people I get back some money, you know. And I say, Some I say if people I get back their money, the government will know, but the government pay back some people some money about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Are you kidding me?
No, seriously. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, me hear like some people start get payment back for their money. You know, so anytime if me get the clip, hear the clip again, maybe they're gonna record it and send it to you. Yeah. Honestly, I think some people get back some money.
No, listen to this. All right, listen to this. If some people are getting back money, it's obviously being done with very little fanfare then, right? Nobody no want to take no credit fee. It's not a big thing, or else we would have hear about it, right? So it means that it's being done quietly, but being done.
Yeah.
But if you reach a point where people get back money, that suggests that some part of the issue has been resolved. Is that a reasonable conclusion? That probably everything is resolved.
Yes, it's all like everything is resolved, but like something. Even the day on me, I think it was a midday news. Me I listen to pan and me the direct there. Me I cuss and me I say, you see them people, them people in the government know about money go. You know, see it. Because why them a pay back money if them never know where the money go?
That is the obvious question. But the last time we heard them come out with great big announcement and carry on was when we heard that conveniently the chief operating officer for SSL, he lost his computer.
Yes, I remember that to me. I said, they were all of a sudden when he figure out the next day and can't find him computer.
Right? And I remember, this is after them say them bringing these investigators from abroad and high level thing and whatever. So this is long after the investigation start. Then that person who would have, the records of pretty much everything that's going on, chief operating officer, that person lost them computer. And then, I don't know if you did hear one look a sound like them say no, them are going to use taxpayer money for pay back some of the money they thief. You remember that?
Yeah, at that one, the taxpayer money I pay by the people, then we get paid the other day. You understand me? Because I remember them will use taxpayers' money for pay people for investigate where the root cause of the robbery got now. And that them you want to use taxpayers' money for keep the company alive.
For keep up the company and for pay the staff. Yeah, them they say them are going to taxpayer money for pay the staff for keep SSL going.
Yes, that's what they did. You understand me? But I don't know.
And the intrigue continues. All right, my brother, big up yourself here, sir.
Big up yourself, my brother. Big up yourself every time.
Yeah, man, protection.
But question before you go.
Well,
How
you
we can get the cap them?
a Jamaica, you
Miss a
call
cap
from.
person, brother.
Yes. And you want a tam fam cap, right?
More every color tam fam cap, brother.
You want every color tam fam cap.
Listen,
right.
me have cap till me don't know what cap for wear, but me just love cap. And ever since me love your cap them, because them cap them just fascinate
right.
them type of cap.
We have to figure out a way to get you some tam fam. We need a radio name for you, you know. Where you calling from?
A Jamaican number me call from, but a Cayman me there.
Oh, but a Cayman there, but we need a radio name for you, man. We need a radio name for you. Wait, what going on a Cayman? Don't they nice still little juggling going on there, like, you know.
Why juggling a go on, you know, but the money now go nowhere, trust me.
Money now go
them appear with cheap. They rent dear and them appear with cheap, you know, boy. Struggle is real, but you know we are yard people already, we know how to survive.
Yeah, but
so one time. Go on. Tell me what you say about one time.
One time, you know, when we grew up a youth, you know, at that Cayman and Nassau is in the Bahamas, right? So Cayman and the Bahamas was, you know, we call them little foreign, but those were the places where you have people live big life at Jamaica, you know, but a Cayman them go work, you know. It was a big thing for go Cayman and work and make money and come back, you know. So yeah, I said that change, you know.
No, you can still make money, you know, but you see the way things get expensive and all.
Yeah.
And the rent and the rate will still pay if you do. All right, construction should have paid the biggest, because construction me do here. Construction should pay the biggest, and if you do get $18 hour, consider yourself lucky.
Wow.
You know, the highest the people they want to pay for the construction is $15 hour.
Wow.
So,
and that's probably because the labor pool is quite is significant then, right? Because that
listen, man.
Wait,
right now, if every Jamaican should say walk off.
Wait, 1 second. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
No. Yeah, wait, not you. Yeah, what's up?
I've been pushing pencils in my ear, and mommy constantly tells me not to. And this is the third time that I've been doing it ever since blood's been coming out.
Oh, Papito, that is significant, man. That is very worrying and thing. Okay. So I'm going to finish my show and I'm going to get off. I'm doing my show and I have to talk to you about that, okay? Because that is that.
So are you gonna finish before 7:30? Because mommy said that's my bedtime now.
Oh, your bedtime has moved up now?
Moved down.
Well, yeah, 7:30. Okay, no, I'm gonna finish in like 10 minutes, all right?
Oh.
All right?
Okay, Daddy, but my phone is dead, so I think you'll have to call me on mommy's phone.
Okay, why don't I do that when I'm finished, all right? All right?
Yes, Daddy.
Okay, all right. And boy, I say I'm pushing pencil in my ears, man, and them ears start bleeding. I pick me the name in.
Oh, the point of the pencil joke.
Yeah, can't do that. But and you know what is funny? You know, so me used to do it.
I was just about to say typical Jamaican picking take off my father.
but me did skill upon it, you know, me didn't know how to just catch an edge and take out, you know, take out the wax and thing. But remember, say when you do it, it feel good, you know. It feels nice.
It's a typical thing to use a fingernail clip.
Fingernail clip, a regular thing that for we and thing, but it's very unhealthy though. It's very, very unhealthy. It's not something you're supposed
to. One mistake you make on it juke in your ears, it come like your ears jam bust.
Then I hear the little boy say me is a bleed and whatever. I'm going to talk to him about that right now, man. All right, boy. Yes, so what you did I say I know with Cayman, I know?
Yeah, man, it explains. All right, let me say right now, if every Jamaican should have say, that's it, pack up and go, then man, nobody if you do construction like Cayman, you know.
You see,
When you look on construction site at Cayman and see Jamaican, Saturday me that work.
Yeah.
Cause today's holiday over here, so most people know that I work today. So Saturday me that work, and me say to one man, it's like when me look, you have some people, some company now work unless I get time and a half on a weekend. But you know, we as Jamaicans say, boy, $100, $100 now, we are gotta work. So when I look on the amount of Jamaican, I climb up the stairs the Saturday. I said to one big man, say, boy, now you realize why so much Jamaican woman now have no husband. I said, look how much are we there as Jamaican there after work. You know, I left a woman they back home. All what they do is just build big house and big this in Jamaica, and by the time you go down, you're dead left. Another man when I work hard. And me and the man I reason me, I said, listen, anytime this a permit done, I'm gone to my yard, no brother, because me can't afford the rent no more. You can hardly buy food. Trust me, food is so expensive over here. Rent and food are kill you. I kill man right now. Yeah, man. Very expensive, man. But
well, but
as well them say,
what it has best you can you and them say something
that's
and a bit
all.
of their
That's all me do, my brother.
All
Well,
right.
it as best as we can.
But we need
Please,
a
hot
radio
like
name
fire.
for you, but we can't call you. Well, you can't call you. No,
A Prince, man. A Prince. Just call me Prince, man.
All right, Prince
Yeah.
and Kia, man.
If
Originally hard man, but they're Kia, man. Yeah.
Pan Facebook page at Clayton Green, everybody know me as Pan.
Oh, Clayton Green, but we can't call you Prince.
Yeah.
I will have to figure out a way to get the at them to you. All right, Prince?
Yeah, man.
All right, my
respect every time, my brother.
And stay safe. Here,
all right.
Yeah, man. Protect.
Every time,
cool.
Protection.
Interesting time. Also, people, I just want to remind you, for those of who come in a little later in the show and think, no, I'm not in Ghana yet. I should be going there at the beginning of June. When I know my issue with the my name change, reared its head again. Similar but different. With Kenya, it was background. With this, it was the visa itself was in my original name, and my passport is in, my change the middle name. And the woman in Qatar decided you can't go because the name in the passport does not match the name on the visa. And there were some other complications from that too, because I didn't have the old passport either. And whatever. But anyway, basically I have to get a new visa to match the name in the passport. That's the Reader's Digest version, the small version of what a lot more occurred and whatever. But I didn't get to go on the flight, and things happen. You don't get, again, when something happens, you try to push to make it happen, which I did. I negotiated as much as I could. I stayed calm and I was respectful and things, but to no avail. And the only thing I was really upset about, as I mentioned earlier in the show, was that the head honcho in charge of the checking in, the lady there, she had said to me, all right, let me check on this and check on that and whatever. So she kept me there for a few hours, because I got there real early. And she kept me there for a few hours with everybody checking in, passing me, giving me impression that she was trying to make an effort to get me on the flight. Only to have been told by her that, yeah, it's you. Kingsley Otis Stewart is Kingsley Ragashanti Stewart. And they did some Googling and all this stuff and whatever. But then after that, she told me, like, you still can't go on the plane at all because the names don't match. At which point, the logical question for me was, but why did you make all those calls and have me here waiting for hours? And she was just like, well, I just wanted to know if it was the same person. And I'm like, but you're telling me that, that wouldn't have changed anything anyway. She's like, no, because the name still don't match. And once the name don't match. So I'm saying, then, couldn't you have let me leave then? Rather than, know what she did. I think, that woman did that try to keep me there because she must have think like something wasn't kosher, whatever. So she keep me there to see if she, I don't know, I'm just guessing or whatever. I can be a little bit of a pessimist sometimes. But I think, I don't know, why would you keep me there? Because in the end, I said, you're telling me that you're just 100% certain that I wasn't going to get on the plane at all. And she's just like, yeah. So why make me wait then to confirm if it was me? And then you end up, I said, oh, it is you, but you're not going on the flight. Why would you do that? And she was just like, yeah, I guess I didn't have to do that then, because if you're not going on the flight, why keep you here if you're not? Yeah, but you still can't go on the flight. I said, people that did want dab her up, man, I did want tell her some sickness, but I'm a changed man. There's my halo. Carla?
Yes.
Carla?
Yes, sir.
All right. First
Yes,
of
sir.
all, well, you're echoing a lot. I don't know where you are, if you're in a people's bathroom or something, but you're echoing a lot, yeah? And two, given what we're talking about, Carla, please do not say anything crazy or whatever to get me in any legal trouble.
Me uncle go say yes to Finland 220 pounds. Where you get it from? Wow, I can't say that.
But I don't know, where are you? You're very echoey.
Yeah, we need earpiece. Let me take out the earpiece.
Yeah.
Are you hearing me now?
Oh, it's much better. Much better. Yeah, so what you were saying now?
My uncle say that the plane land 220 pounds. Where you get it from? Me not say nothing, sir. So where you come and ridicule me for?
No, because you've been known to say things that, be a little heavy and true. Me know why you go say nothing now. We're going to make people carry me go prison. Me have to forewarn you.
No, me not so foolish. If me make them say me go to prison, me name say me can't bail you.
No, but the other times when you say some things that have been troublesome, you never intend to say nothing troublesome.
All right, me uncle say yes, the plane land.
Yes, the plane land. All right. Where is it, 200 hour?
220 pounds. Where you get it from?
For those of you who don't understand, Carla is referring to a song, right? You probably don't know. It's a well-known Richie Spice song. Yes, the plane land 220 pounds. Where you get it from and thing or whatever. So go on, everything good?
Yeah, I give thanks for life. But would I like to know that plane land with 220 pounds? Where you get it from? That's a question you ask.
Well, I don't know, there's a lot of unanswered questions here that are so intriguing, and it makes me want to be like a spy, to figure this out.
I want to be the fly on the wall. How many questions surrounding this situation? A lot of questions and put up a question, and we're not going to get any answer.
Yeah, isn't that troubling that we already know that we're not going to get answers to most of the questions? Not only we're not going to get answers to most of the questions, we're going to get some insulting and simplistic explanation, right?
Right. Some little flimsy answers.
Yeah, perhaps with a scapegoat or two, but
Wow. Jamaica always a keep. Me not lie.
Ever. Ever.
Jamaica always a keep.
Ever.
There's never a dull moment at Jamaica. Europe.
My God.
All right.
Yeah, man, lower yourself, man, name sake. Big up yourself, yeah?
All right, my name say yes, the plain land. Yes, the plain land. You want to that?
All right, blessings, 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 blessings.
We're gonna look when you're gonna push up me in 9 years. We push I have to talk about that. You know, say when I was smaller, I see when someone push pins in me and it burst one of my ears drum. I don't remember if I the right or the left. Until
Yeah,
today.
yeah, it has
Uh, any,
happened.
anytime me ears that scratch me, especially when me say nothing bad me, raga anything as all as maybe as anything. Just make me sorry for your papa. Galanga look for him. Later me name see.
All right, darling, there are blessings here. Cool.
Take care. Yes, the plain land. Yes, the plain land. 220 pound where you get it from.
All right. The incomparable Carla Stewart right there. Yeah, me just want a big respect to the Spray Them crew. Enough respect to the Antness crew. Big up Dog Bite and them crew. The PDG. Dog Bite crew is a PDG. So big up Spray Them crew. Big up the Antness crew. And big up Dog Bite crew, the PDG, which we all know is a pop down crew. Yeah. Oh, so I have a phone call to make. Y'all know what that call is. And again, I'll be, hopefully, if everything works out fine, which I see no reason why they shouldn't at this time, I will be going to Ghana in early June. See, I would have been there now and would have come back in time for my son's birthday. KJ's birthday is the 17th, and we got plans for, slime factory and a whole bunch of stuff and whatever. So that is non-negotiable, right? Kid's birthday, you got to be there, But then I'd also committed to Dion Eye Candy's party in Atlanta, and I'm a man of my word, so I try to make sure I keep my word and thing. And I told her I'd be there, and she's looking forward to me being there. And that party is at the end of the month, and I think I come back to New York on the 2nd of June. And then hopefully I can just leave for Ghana on the 3rd of June. So that is why, it's pushed back down somewhat, okay? It is what it is, people. Life happens, and like I always tell you, never go through life without a plan. Never, ever go through life without a plan. And if you can have a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, and a 10-year plan, it doesn't have to be elaborate or whatever. It can just be broad goals, or as a specific goal, right? But never, ever expect life to go according to your plan. That's naive, all right? And so it is. Sometimes some disappointments reach you. But again, remember that disappointments can be fruitful if you approach them with the right attitude. Without the right attitude, you will not see your blessings that will come from the disappointment that you went through. Without the right attitude, you won't see the good and the blessings that come from your failures. Right? They will come and you not see it. Or you're so caught up in the negative or whatever happened to you that you don't allow them the blessings them for come. You understand? So I'm in that zone, being positive, waiting for my blessing that is going to come from, this disappointment of not being able to fly when I wanted to. And it's a good thing. It is better that it happened now than to have happened when I'm going with the group. That wouldn't be a good idea. And a point that was made by, I think, Mr. G earlier, which is a very good point indeed. Anyway, blessings, people. I'm going to have to make that call now to this kid and give him a little talk, You know how it go. Y'all take care of yourselves. I should be back tomorrow. Blessings, all right? Okay. Now, women is for the dog bike crew. The PDC, I mean, it's a PDG, Pop Down Gang, Pop Down Crew. PDC, a PDC, me did for say. No, PDC. Big up yourself, Joan. Antasha in the building. Craig Dunn. Say a word in my G. Benny, Mama Frey, Maroon. Pop down Juliet Legore. Me a warrior, you're wicked. I know me can't believe you run go Giants ANC. Tasha, big up yourself. Anthony, big up yourself, me G. Anthony, big up yourself. You understand? You're a real G, I think. Anthony and Anthony Charm and who work the hardest over the time farm get together. While certain people walk around and they just full of one bag of chat and I go on like Ima do most of the cooking and thing, that name will remain unstated. Okay, we don't need to say whose name that is. Juliet said, the day when you finally meet me, I'm going to cuss you. Dog rotten, watch and see. Seeing the boss, I listen. Yeah, man, big up yourself in Anthony. Enough respect, I walk. Anthony, if anybody like a fast video about Jersey, then just call me, Just call me. We can't manage, we bring the battalion and thing. You understand? Right? Because we understand your position is a difficult position you're in. Your first loyalty is to your lady. We get it. And we fully support that. But we know deep down, USDC, bro. USDC, bro. We know it, But we know so you can't really come out and say it. So you just go and clutch. Because first priority to the lady, which is right. Because remember, we designated you what? Husband of the year. You understand? And that is still the case. Anthony, husband of the year, lock and seal. Them can't go around that. You understand? And we celebrate that. Yeah. But we don't know, SDC, but we not have to too loud. SDC. Yeah. Just now load it up, you know. Don't it, Craigton? Antonia SDC, you know, straight. I want to Del Marine. Sean says, Raga, let's go to the Met Gala. We will be walking on ants in our clothes. You know, somebody did send me something. Somebody sent me something I can't read all of them, you know, but can't read all of them, you know, but some of them, this is a lot. How much of them there? 40 of them. I can't read all like 40 of them, but in them I talk about, it says, let's laugh away our stress with ants. 5 ants plus 5 ants equal 10 ants. This is kind of corny, but no, me don't like some of these. Me don't like them, you know. An ant that goes to school, brilliant. No, we're not talking about no brilliant. You know. A spy ant, informant. A very little ant, infant. An ant that I'm going to just read all of the ones that are that apply to the ANC here. I'm not going to read the cool ones. An ant that is cruel and oppressive, a tyrant. Yeah, some of these are kind of corny. Extravagant. Now, these are just words that end with ant, right? Merchant. Significant. Abundant. Okay, people, listen, there is want to say thanks to Bernadine that has informed us that the Ministry of National Security has actually issued a press release on the flight. The Ministry of National Security wishes to update the public on the arrangements in place to supervise the departure of the USC GmbH flight, a German registered aircraft with 253 passengers, including crew members. The flight arrived in Jamaica legally on Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, having received the requisite approvals for operation from the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. That is, you see what I'm telling you about that is a play on words here. The flight arrived in Jamaica legally on Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, having received the requisite approvals for operation from the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. That's a nice way of saying that the Jamaican Civil Aviation Authority authorized a plane to land, which we know that it did. But to say it arrived legally because you gave it authority to land, which is what they're saying is legal here, doesn't take away from the fact that you weren't expecting it, you know? So let us continue. Despite having arrangements in place for accommodation and departure from the country, the passengers were refused entry by immigration officials based on security concerns uncovered during their processing at the airport. The Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, in collaboration with the Jamaica Constabulary Force, has been leading the operational response since their arrival. You see, this is the type of obfuscation, and when them sit down and them start package a thing, and fix it up and all these things, right? To execute the necessary damage control. These are the games they play, you know. Passenger flights are routinely screened by local authorities for security threats, possible breaches of law and or regulations. In this instance, while the ministry was alerted to the operation of the flight based on what appeared to be anomalies and missing details from its initial permit application, the necessary supporting documents were later supplied to satisfy the requirements for obtaining permit to operate in Jamaica. So we were told that they were missing this and that and whatever that, Now they're saying that those things were later supplied. You see, this is the type of dance you have to be careful of, people, because these things are usually routine, There's you ever notice, like, when the plane land and whoever is the purser, the lead flight attendant, they'll say, like, oh, I got two wheelchairs, and they give them there's certain papers they have to give them. It's almost it's automatic. This smells so suspicious of fix up, because they're not really saying. I make a finish reading. Kind of not really say nothing about, okay, so where are they going? Where are 200 odd Indian people on a chartered flight going? They don't really say nothing about it. Notwithstanding, the ministry continued to consult with law enforcement while the flight received clearance to operate, and the immigration authorities undertook pre-screening activities as per standard operating procedures. Upon landing in Jamaica, it was discovered that there were two passengers on the flight that did not appear on the submitted passenger manifest. This led to further investigations by PICA, and based on those enhanced checks, the decision was taken by PICA not to grant the passengers leave to land in Jamaica. Given the duration of the flight, as well as civil aviation regulations for the minimum rest period before clearance is given to safely operate, it was deemed impractical to detain the passengers in the plane or at the airport. Having regard to their reservations at the Rock Hotel in downtown Kingston, the travelers and airline crew members were allowed to leave the airport on humanitarian grounds and escorted to the hotel by law enforcement and immigration personnel. This form of supervised release is in keeping with the provisions of the Immigration Restriction Commonwealth Citizens Act and Aliens Act. The passengers remain accounted for and are currently at the Norman Manley International Airport, awaiting the finalization of arrangements for their departure. The cost of their accommodation and return will solely be the responsibility of the charter company and not the government of Jamaica. The ministries with responsibility for national security and science, energy, telecommunications, and transport will continue to collaborate on protocols governing the operation of chartered flights, which remains a significant contributor to the Jamaica's tourism product and aviation industry. The ministry takes this opportunity to commend the operational teams for their professional response and will continue to provide updates as the situation develops. People, they end by saying, "Oh, charter flight." Them don't say this charter flight was totally okay. Though. They end by saying, "Oh, we support charter flights because it contributes to tourism, which contributes to the economy," without telling us what this charter flight was for. So this is the type of way them look like them answer the question about the charter flight, but they did not. They make some references to, tourism being good and whatever, so they're saying that this is a good thing. This is not a bad thing. They say that without saying it. But at the same time, they don't tell us that, the passengers were here to watch cricket. It was a charter flight and they came to watch. Them don't tell me nothing about the passenger. You remember I tell you that them going to give you an explanation, and they're very good at this. The people them use, them craft the big words and then put things together and whatever. And if you are not looking at it with a critical eye and whatever, you just fall for it, because this is very seductive. You would think the questions are answered, but they're not. And some of the questions that are not answered is, okay, fine. It was a legal flight, you said. So tell us what the flight was about then. They did not. And if it was a legal flight and them come for, what them come for? You not tell me. But you're sending them back? So if it's a legal flight and them come for something, why are you sending them back then, since it's all cleared up? Why are you immediately sending them back? Well, presumably them could say, well, I don't know, them don't fulfill immigration, this and that. But they give us the impression like the 200 and went name the one them, they were okay. It's just the other two never okay. So if the 200 and add Indian one them did okay, why are you sending them away then? And why you not telling me where them did come for? And why they phrase this thing as if, well, we're given the impression here that they were expecting the flight. Despite having arrangements in place for accommodation and departure from the country, the passengers were refused entry by immigration officials based on security concerns uncovered during their processing at the airport. So this is not even implying, it is saying that they're now saying that that things were in place for the plane to land with the passenger. Like everything, protocol, was followed and things were in, but that once a passenger them a come out, like something never straight with the passenger them. This is yet again another example of a so-called explanation that is not an explanation. But I guarantee a bunch of people sat down and they carefully worded this for it to sound like they answered the questions, but really didn't. And there's a bunch of questions here, but the one that is obvious to me right now is, the passengers in question, they were coming for cricket. They were coming for an exchange with the Indian ministry and so forth and things like that. That was the purpose of their visit, and they were totally... They must say nothing about that. But they must send them back like we are idiot. Like, so if they were totally okay, why you send them back? If it was totally legal, why you send them back? So there was, okay, fine. They could say, because there's some security concerns about them. What that mean? We don't know if the security concerns were with the 200 and odd Indian one them, or it was just with the other two. Read it critically, okay? Thank you, Bernadine. I really appreciate it. But people, you have to read them something critically, all right? Blessing. All right, people. Cool. I gotta go call my boy right now. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, let me talk to Papito quick there before him go in bed, here.
Hold on.
Yo. What's up? Yeah, bro, you can't be putting... we need to talk about that, man. That's a big no-no. Wait 1 second.